Hi Virgo, welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is another Virgo channel and this is another Virgo reading. Let's get started with a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Alright, this is your 2023 reading. We're going to be tapping into the year of 2023 for Virgo. First thing I was hearing is Year of the Star. So I pre-channeled that your overall energy for the year is the star, but I will pull tarot cards. We're going to pull an overall energy for your year of 2023. We're going to pull an overall obstacle for your year of 2023, and I'm going to go through each month and pull a card for each month just to see what the energy is for that month for you, okay? But I pre-channeled the star, so I'm just going to start with my channel messages. If you want, skip, go ahead. I'll put a timestamp in the description box and a timestamp in the pinned comment as well. I just know that some people really only like the cards. It is what it is, but I do pre-channel for most of my readings, not all the time, but for some of them. And this one, I'm channeling that this is the year of the star, which is actually why I created this YouTube channel. So for those of you who don't know, I have a pretty successful platform on TikTok, and I started that in March of 2021, I believe. And my TikTok account got deleted. I don't know why. I don't want to speculate. It doesn't matter. It got deleted for 7 days, but that 7 days was really tough for me because I thought that it was the end of my social media career. I thought it was the end of my career in general. I didn't have a lot of money at the time. I was really using TikTok and TikTok live streams as my form of primary income. So without TikTok, I was like, oh, I'm screwed. What do? I keep door dashing. I keep Instacarting. I'm going to have to get another fast food job. Like, that was where I was at. And Spirit told me to create another Virgo channel. God told me that another Virgo channel needed to be created, that the Virgos needed my help because the Virgos had a really big year. That's extending into 2023. It just keeps getting bigger. So I'm really glad that I started this, and I'm really glad that I listened to God's call. So that could be something that's important for you in 2023, is listening to the call, listening to your calling, following your calling, okay? Some of you will be starting a platform. Some of you will be doing something like I do. Okay, you will be spiritually leading people, or you will be giving advice to people, or you will be reading people's astrology charts or giving them advice based on the astrology. Okay, because the star to me does kind of rule astrology. I'm just going to break down the star card from my knowledge for you because this is what I feel like is going to be important for you in the year of 2023. It's the year of the star. You are the star this year, Virgo. Okay. The star is ruled by Aquarius, so there could be an important Aquarius that comes into your life or that's already in your life in 2023. Aquarius is the 11th house, so your 11th house is going to be significant for the year of 2023. But Aquarius rules the 11th house of community, friendships, networking, collaboration. And I'm sure there's other things, but those are the main things that I've got for you. So some of you will be building a community or strengthening your bond with a community. Some of you will be making new friends. Some of you will be collaborating with people, collaborating with brands, collaborating in general. And there will be opportunities for you to network, okay? The star also represents healing. So you will be healing in 2023. 2023 will be a very healing year for you. You may also be a healer for people in 2023. Okay. 2023 is also a 7 year. 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7. So it's a very lucky year. It also is the 7th house, about relationships. So there's going to be a lot focusing on your relationships and how you relate to other people and how you relate to other things as well. I'm also hearing that some of you are going to be traveling the world in 2023, or you're going to get an opportunity to travel the world. Maybe you're going to be traveling like within your country, or you're going to be traveling outside of the country. Okay, I'm hearing your manifestations are coming true in 2023. Okay, the 7 kind of gives me good luck, good fortune, good karma happening for you in 2023, Virgo. Okay. The star is also about like optimism and hope. So there's a lot of hope and optimism and positivity for you in 2023. It's a big focus for you. And then also body. The star card is naked. The character on the star is usually naked. So there's something about your naked body that's going to be significant in 2023. Loving your body, changing your body perhaps. Okay, but loving your body for where it's at. I do see some of you are going to be having your dream body, your dream life. The star represents like a wish. So some of you may have wished upon a shooting star, or you will see a shooting star that's significant in 2023. Okay, but whatever wish you've made has been granted, or it's being granted. I'm hearing genie. I'm hearing you have 3 wishes. I'm hearing something about Aladdin, and I'm seeing like the blue genie. So that could be significant for some of you. Some of you are going to get to travel to Egypt. Okay, I'm hearing something about Morocco and Egypt. You could have connections to those places, either in this lifetime or in a past lifetime, or you're going to get to visit those places. Okay. And then the star could also be like a celebrity figure or a public eye figure. So some of you are going to become celebrities. Okay, or you already are a celebrity, or you're going to be working with celebrities, working for celebrities, collaborating with celebrity brands. Okay, some of you are going to be receiving PR, or you're going to be on someone's PR team, or you're going to be creating like a PR team, I'm hearing for some of you. You're going to have like a manager, an assistant, a driver. Some of you are going to be living a more luxurious lifestyle in 2023, and it's because this is what you deserve. Okay, don't feel guilty. I was also getting something about your money is increasing. Some of you are going to be the first millionaire in your family in 2023. Some of you are going to be the first billionaire in your family in 2023. Your tax bracket is increasing or something like that. Some of you are going to make the most money you've ever made in 2023. Some of you it's going to be like 100,000. Some of you it's going to be like 500,000. Some of you it's going to be 1 million. Some of you it's going to be 1 billion. Okay, take what resonates. Money is energy, right? It's a frequency. You have access to infinite resources and infinite money, so do not put a limit on yourself, okay? I feel like that's also a big message for you in 2023 is to not limit yourself, to not limit what you can have, to not limit what you can do, to not place any limitations on yourself, okay? I'm hearing you're going to be inspiring people and you're going to be giving people a lot of hope in 2023. Yeah, it's a big year for you. I'm also getting something about like your brain is like fully active or like fully opened or something like that in 2023. I'm getting something about like the mind. Okay. You're in alignment in 2023, mind, body, and soul. But I was getting something about like an open mind and an open third eye, open crown chakra. You're very aware. You're very in tune. Okay. Anything else about the star? I don't think so. I think we touched on all of it. So that's what I have for you for the beginning. That's just what I channeled for you for your year of 2023. Let's dive into the cards though. Let's see what the cards have to say for Virgo for 2023. Spirit, angels, ancestors, please come through and use me as the vessel for my Virgos. What do you want to tell them about 2023? Please give me one card for their overall energy. If it's the star, I'm screaming. But if it's not, it's okay. Spirit, angels, ancestors, what is Virgo's overall energy for 2023? We're seeing the King of Cups, which, you know what, I like this a lot, regardless of your gender, male or female, non-binary, trans, however you identify. The Queen of Cups is your overall energy for the year of 2023. This talks to me about emotional availability, emotional vulnerability. This is masculine emotion. So you're going to be mastering your emotions in 2023, and I'm also getting that you're going to be using your emotions for your career. Some of you may have a Cancer moon or a Scorpio moon. You can use your emotions to help heal others, or you can use your emotions to help tap into the spirit realm or something like that, okay? Your emotions are going to be very important for you in 2023, but I see that you'll be balancing your emotions. I see that you'll be using your emotions for good, and you're going to be inspiring others to express their emotions, okay? Some of you are also going to be falling in love. I'm hearing that song by Beyonce. I think it's called Cuff It. I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. I didn't warm up my voice today, but I feel like falling in love. That's what I'm hearing. So Cuff It by Beyonce is your song of the year. That's what I'm hearing. Or there's something about a song of the year. Maybe you're going to create, write, produce a song of the year. Some of you could be ghostwriters, producers, singers yourself. Okay, that could be significant. Some of you are going to discover that you have a gift that you didn't even know you had, like music. Maybe you have a good ear for music or a good eye for music or something like that. You know what's good, you know what sounds good or something like that. But yeah, I'm getting song of the year. Something about someone's Spotify playlist. You're going to be number 1 on someone's Spotify playlist for some of you. You know that like Spotify Wrapped thing. Something about in 2023, for some of you, you're going to be someone or a group of people, like a bunch of people's #1 listened to artist. You're going to create the song of the year. I'm seeing you winning an award for some of you. Maybe it's an award for acting, maybe it's an award for your music, maybe it's an award for your writing, okay? But I'm seeing that in 2023, you're going to be following your heart. There's a big focus here for you, Virgo, to follow your heart, to listen to your heart, okay? I'm hearing mind over matter. I'm also getting something about physics. That could be significant. Also, the star gives me astrology energy, so you may be learning more about astrology in 2023, or you may be learning something about your own personal astrology in 2023, or you may be using astrology to help others, or incorporating astrology into your work, or incorporating astrology into your everyday life. I'm seeing something about like you reading the stars. Okay. King of Cups is also Scorpio energy, which is the 8th house. So the 8th house is going to be significant for you as well. Wherever you have 8th house placements and 11th house placements, those are going to be highlighted for you in 2023 is what I'm getting. Okay. There could be a specific or significant Scorpio in your life in 2023. Or Scorpio energy is significant for you in 2023. But I feel like some of you are going to be falling in love or falling deeper in love. Whether this be a new person, whether this be somebody you're already with, or whether this be like a job or a place, you know? It'll be different for all of you, but that's really beautiful, okay? I'm hearing you're the master of your emotions in 2023. What's the obstacle? What's the biggest obstacle for Virgo in 2023? What's the overall obstacle? This one? The Justice card. So a Libra could be your biggest obstacle in 2023, or a past relationship. Because for some of you, this isn't for everybody, but for some of you, I'm getting that you're going to be falling in love. And this is going to bring people back from your past because they want to fall in love. And they now know that they could have fallen in love with you. They could have had a real true love with you, but you have true love now with whoever this King of Cups is. Again, doesn't matter gender, male, female, non-binary, trans, so on and so forth. But I'm getting that this could bring someone back from the past, especially a Libra. For some of you. For some of you, I see that you'll be getting married to a Libra, and that could be an obstacle for you this year. Like the venue, the dress, the invitations, the money, the whole process of getting married and having a wedding. For some of you, that could be an obstacle for you this year. Okay. Also, for some of you, the justice system could be an obstacle for you. I'm hearing my ears ringing. So there could be something about law enforcement that's an obstacle for you, or the justice system, or some kind of like court situation that's significant in 2023. Okay, I don't want to speculate, but the Justice card is here, right? So the justice system. I was also getting that one of your obstacles for this year could be not feeling good enough. Not feeling good enough for love, not feeling good enough for wealth, not feeling good enough for yourself, not feeling good enough to have things, just not feeling good enough. That could be an obstacle for you this year, Virgo. Okay? Now that you're aware of it, you'll be able to overcome it easily. I'm also getting that there's going to be helpers for you. This King of Cups is here, but I feel like this King of Cups is more than just like a lover or a romantic situation. It could also be friends, family members, strangers on the internet, strangers on the street, but people who want to support and love you. So make sure that you are opening up to people this year. Make sure that you are allowing people in and letting people help you, okay? Because I feel like you've done the work to remove the bad from your life or remove the negative from your life. So the people you'll be attracting this year are like soul tribe, and they're people who are meant to be in your life, people who are a result of your manifestations, and people who are mirroring your energy back to you, your healed energy, right? Because you're healed or healing, right? I feel like healing is always a process, right? So we're never fully healed, but there's this feeling of feeling very healed in 2023. So this Justice card could be an obstacle for you. The Justice card is also the 7th house of relationships, so relationships and how you relate to other people could be an obstacle for you this year. Okay, who are your real friends? Who's really riding for you? Who's really supporting you? Things like that could be an obstacle. Again, I don't want to speculate, but that's what I'm seeing so far for the obstacles. Know that you are good enough, period, always. Let's see what January looks like. Give me a card for January, please, for my Virgos. I feel like you're going to be very in tune this year. Like, there's something about this reading where I already feel just very calm, very collected, very like, I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm doing, even if we haven't pulled the cards yet. And I don't always feel like that. So I feel like that could be significant for you in 2023 as well. You're going to just feel like you know what you're doing. You're going to feel like you're a natural at something. Also, the King of Cups is water energy, which means that things are going to be flowing to you naturally in 2023. You're not going to have to like work as hard. You're not going to have to like heal, overcome obstacles, do all that like deep, dark shadow work that I feel like you have done, right? There's still going to be moments, right? King of Cups is Scorpio energy, which is like deep dive. So you may have some deep dives. You may still do that whole like shadow work energy, because I feel like we're always growing, we're always healing, right? But I feel like it's different this year. It's more natural, and things are coming to you naturally, flowing to you naturally. Money, relationships, success, growth, the home, the family, etc., friends, all of it is like flowing to you naturally. Okay. Can you give me a card for January of 2023? We're seeing the Wheel of Fortune. We're off to a good start this year. Okay, this month, January, is the month that you put everything into motion. It's the month that you get going. It's the month that you create. It's the month that you make the plans. You attack the year. That's what I'm hearing. It starts in January. Okay, I'm hearing like new year, new me. You know that phrase that everybody uses, but you're different, Virgo. I'm hearing that song. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my Chandler Mastin. So there's something about you that's different, that's unique, that's great. Okay, and you're being given a chance this year. But I'm also getting that you're being given a chance for something in January. Chance for career. A chance to make a move. A chance to make a change. I'm hearing that Man in the Mirror song by Michael Jackson. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna feel real good. Gonna make it right. Go off, okay? Some of your names could be Michael Jackson. That could be significant, okay? Or you feel very connected to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is also a Virgo, I believe. But yeah, the wheels are turning in your favor in January. A lot of good luck for you in January. Okay, good luck, good vibes, expansion, growth. But it's also the month that you get going. You hit the ground running, okay? Yeah, there's no time for pause, there's no time for breaks, there's no time for rest. So I feel like you need to get your rest now, because January is a big month for you, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. We're off to a really good start for this year. If this is like how it seems to play out for the rest of the year, I feel really good about your year, Virgo. It's a really big year for you, but a really good year for you. Okay, I'm seeing the number 10 here and the number 11, so that could be your path number, it could be your birthday, or you could be seeing a lot of 10s and 11s. Okay, tell me about February. What does February look like for the Virgos? Ah, 9 of Cups. I'm hearing that song by Billie Eilish. A lot of music around you, so that could be significant. Okay, but I'm hearing, I got everything I wanted. So you're getting everything you wanted in February? Or there's something about that song? Okay. So your overall song for the year is Cuff It by Beyonce. Your song for January is I'm Different. Yeah, I'm different. I think you need to keep that in the back of your head. You're not like everybody else. You're not like the rest or something like that. You're different. You're unique. You're special. You're rare. You need to know that. And then Everything I Wanted is your February song by Billie Eilish. Someone's name could be Billy, okay, or William, I'm hearing. But yeah, there's this like emotional fulfillment in February. A lot of like joy, happiness, okay? You may also be drinking a lot in February, or there may be a lot of people drinking around you in February. There could be like parties, get-togethers. Maybe you have a friend or family member or lover whose birthday is in February. Okay. I'm seeing the overindulgence here, so do be mindful of that in February. Try to come back and listen to this reading a few times throughout the year if you can, Virgo. Watch the ads for me if you will, please. That helps me a lot to continue to do what I'm doing. All right. But I am seeing in February there's going to be a lot of like joy, wish fulfillment. You're getting everything you wanted, okay? But there could be some like wine that's important or drinking that's important in February, okay? So be mindful of not overdoing it. It may not just be drinking, just be mindful of not overdoing something, overspending, overeating, overindulging in February, but you're getting everything you wanted. We're off to a really good start this year. It feels like almost too good to be true, and I feel like that's the obstacle here. With the Justice card here, this is good karma. This is your karma. Your karma is to get everything that you wanted. Your karma is to get the love. Your karma is to have good vibrations, good karma, etc., right? Your karma is to have everything that we've been talking about. So don't self-sabotage, don't get in your way, don't doubt, right? Because you do deserve these things. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. What does March look like for my Virgos? I'm getting a little tired now. So I'm getting something about you're hitting the ground running in January, and then in February it's just like more good after more good after more good, and you're getting everything that you wanted. And it's like, be mindful of burnout because you may be getting a little tired in March. Okay, we're seeing the Temperance card here, right? So March looks like a really peaceful time for you. A lot of faith, all right? A lot of connection to the angels. You may be taking more of a break in March and just kind of letting things happen, letting things flow. Okay, but overall, it looks like things are just flowing into your life naturally this year. Like, you don't really have to do much other than be present, live, and keep doing what you're doing, right? Because you have the support of the angels, you have the support of the ancestors, you have support of friends, of others, right? Everything looks really good, okay? I'm also getting something about water, dipping your toes in the water. So March may be a good month for you to take like a little vacation or to take a little break here. Okay, I'm getting something about your feet in March. Okay, I'm getting something about Pisces energy in March. Could be significant. The Temperance card is Sagittarius, so you could be traveling, okay, or you could be meeting somebody foreign or something foreign in March. Okay, but I'm getting something about like putting your feet in water, maybe taking a little bit of a break, a little bit of a vacation in March. So you may want to plan to take a break in March or plan to like chill out, to rest in March, because you're still going to get everything you wanted. Everything is still in motion here. I'm hearing balancing work and play. So there's something about balance and making sure that you are balancing work, play, rest, food, eating, you know, in March. I also feel like March is a really good month for you for meditation, for yoga. Okay, it's a really good month for you to just like chill and see what happens, okay? Moving into April, we have the Seven of Cups, which represents a lot of options. I feel like April is really the month where people have been like, where's Virgo? Because you took this break in March, and then they want to offer you everything. They want to give you everything, okay? So in April, be mindful of a lot of opportunities coming your way. It could be very overwhelming, right? Don't just take the first one. And this is also giving me too good to be true energy. So if there is something in April that appears too good to be true, it probably is. There's a mask here, there's a snake here. So just be mindful of that, okay? But there is a lot of opportunities and a lot of options for you. So I'm hearing if at first you don't succeed, try again. That's your overall mantra for April. Okay, so don't give up in April. Even if it is confusing, even if it doesn't make sense, just keep going, okay? And make sure that you only accept the best and you only accept what you deserve, because there will be people who try to lowball you, there will be people who try to take advantage of you, there will be people who purposely try to confuse you in April, but you know yourself and you know your worth, so make sure that you trust that in April, okay? Even more Scorpio energy is coming out in April, so you and this King of Cups energy could be connecting or reconnecting in April or deepening your bond in April, okay? I'm not getting much from that. I feel like there's something about April that's like to be continued. Okay. Tell me about May. What does May look like for Virgo? Do you want me to take two? Because I don't want to take two. We're going to wait until we get one. Thank you. The number 23 or 25 could be significant. That could be your age or the age that you're turning this year, or your birthday. Tell me about May. We got a flipper. We're seeing the King of Swords. Okay. This is Aquarius energy. So, like we were talking about with the Star card here, I feel like May is the month that you like become the boss, or May is the month that you get the raise, May is the month that you get the promotion. Alright. I also feel like in May you may need to cut some people out of your life, or you may need to stop communication with someone or something here. In May, you may be going into business for yourself, or you may be like closing a business or closing something. For example, like if you have like 3 businesses up and running, but you feel like you can't manage all of them anymore, you close one. Or if you have like 3 platforms up and running and you feel like you can't do it anymore, you close one or something like that. Just an example, but I am feeling like that could be significant in May. I feel like you're making really good decisions in May. You're making head over heart decisions here. There's an emphasis on listening to your heart, but you're using your brain in May. There's something about using your brain, using your intelligence, using your street smarts, using your book smarts here in May, okay? In May, you may also be like taking time to write a book, or you may be like publishing a book or selling a book. I'm getting something about like writing. Okay. You may also write that hit song in May. That could be a really good month for you because I feel like your brain is very like active. There's a lot of channeling here. You'll be channeling the angels or channeling your ancestors in May. Okay. Your brain is like wide open. I'm also getting something about like enhancements. Something is being enhanced for you in May. Your beauty is being enhanced in May. Your brain is being enhanced. I'm getting something about in May you're just going to like be really smart. Like the words that you're using, you're like, I don't even know that word. How do I even know that word? But you're using it in a sentence perfectly because you're connected to Mercury. There might be a Mercury retrograde in May. I don't know. I could be wrong though. There could be something that's going on with Mercury in May. I don't know anything about the astrology of 2023, so sorry about that. But if you do, you do. If you want to study it, look it up for yourself, go ahead. But I am feeling like there's something here about your brain, about your intelligence, about the words that you're using, and also like people wanting to collaborate with you. You could be making a new friend, making a new like partnership here in May for career, for work. I'm getting something about like collaborating with like a brand. Could be like a beauty brand, or it could be like a brand that you've always wanted to work with or something like that. They're reaching out to you. They want to work with you. Getting something about a collaboration. I'm getting like the brand X Virgo, if that resonates. It could be clothing as well, I'm hearing. But this could also be the month that you sell that book, or you publish the book, or you like send the book into an editor or a publisher or something like that. Because I'm getting a lot of like books and literature and intelligence for May. Okay. Let's see what June looks like for Virgo. What does June look like for Virgo? We'll take the one that flipped out. We're not going to take these ones. We're seeing the Ten of Pentacles. And I just saw a bird fly by as well. Some of you may be flying in June. Okay. I'm also getting something about like getting a pet in June. So you could be moving into a new home in June, or looking to move into a new home. You may be moving closer to family, or you could be getting like a pet, or moving in with somebody, like a roommate or a lover or something like that, if that applies. But the Ten of Pentacles is good for your money. It's good for your career. There's a windfall of abundance happening in June. I feel like June's going to be the best month for you to make money, or the best month for your income or something like that. I'm hearing like $20,000, $30,000 or something like that, if that applies. I'm getting a lot of money happening for you in June. It doesn't have to be the numbers that I mentioned, but that'll be specific for somebody. Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting something about like a family home, or moving homes. Okay. Or you're flying somewhere in June. Alright. Ten of Pentacles, though, is windfall of abundance to me as a reader, so there's a lot of money happening for you in June. I feel like you did get the job in May, or the book did sell, or the course sold, or something like that. People are buying your services, buying what you're selling. Okay. You could be making something this year that you're selling. Some of you like your own tarot deck. Some of you like you open up your own store and you're selling things, or you're selling services here, and it's doing really well in June. There's a lot of clients, there's a lot of like money being poured into your business or something like that. Okay. You could also be expanding in June, like adding on to the family. Some of you may be having a child in June, or someone in your family is having a child in June. You could be adding on to a home, like adding an addition to a home, like another floor, or another like a guest house or something like that. Okay, or you could be getting like a second home, like you're going to have like a winter home and a summer home or something like that for some of you. Okay, but I'm getting like an addition for some of you. Okay. All right, let's move on to July. I'm also getting something about community. Some of you are going to hit 1 million followers or something like that, or 1 million subscribers in June. Okay. Or there's millions of eyes on you in June or something like that. You're gonna have like millions of eyes. That's where all this money is coming from, or that's where all of this success is coming from, because your brand is getting noticed, or your book is being noticed, or your words are being noticed. I also feel like somebody could be flying you out to speak at their convention, or speak at their conference, or speak somewhere, or someone's flying you out for something here in June. Could be a brand, could be for the collaboration. I'm also getting that some of you are going to be starting like your own clothing brand or something like that. possibly in May and in June. Okay, let's see what July has to say though. What's July look like for the Virgos? Oh, we have a flipper. A lot of this energy is like keep something to yourself, because these cards are not like falling out on the table like they usually do. So there may be some like secrets that you're keeping in the year of 2023, and I feel like it's a good thing because you can't trust everybody, or you can't let everybody in on something here, especially if you're working on something behind the scenes. So there could be something about like you working on your clothing business behind the scene, you working on this book behind the scenes, you working on these collaborations behind the scenes. So you do have to kind of keep something secret before you release them. Okay, because if you tell too much about it, or if you give too much of the secret away, then it will like people won't be interested when it drops or something like that. I feel like there's this element of surprise with you in the year of 2023, and people love it. It keeps them coming back for more. They're like eating it up. They're like, what's Virgo gonna do next? What's Virgo dropping next? Something like that. Okay, never seeing the Page of Cups in July. So a lot of apologizing I'm getting. A lot of time for friendship as well. There's an emotional offer here in July. I'm not really sure what it's about. I'm not getting much, but I do feel like somebody's going to be asking for forgiveness for something in July. So something may have happened throughout the year, or something may have happened in March. And it's coming back around in July, and they want to apologize for how they treated you, or they want to apologize for lowballing you or something like that. It's important that in March you are only accepting the best and only accepting what you deserve, because I do feel like some people are going to be trying to lowball you or something like that. I'm getting something about someone, like a brand or a business or something, just lowballing you or not giving you everything that you deserve because of your race, because of your follower count, or because they think that they can pull one over on you and they can get work out of you for free or something like that. So make sure that you're only accepting the best and only accepting the things that you want in March, because they're going to come back around in July and offer you more money, or offer you more attention, or offer you more success or something like that. Okay. Like I said, if at first you don't succeed, try again, because it's going to succeed no matter what. You don't need these people, or you don't need their money, or you don't need their platform or something like that. You can build it on your own. Okay? Page of Cups, though, I'm getting like an apology or forgiveness is important in July. I'm not really sure much about July, though. Page of Cups. You could be making new friends or hanging out with friends. There's a lot of like friendship energy with the Page of Cups I'm picking up on. You could also be dating more in July if that resonates, or going on more dates. Okay. This could be when you connect to this King of Cups energy, perhaps for some of you. You start dating the love of your life. This is how it starts. It starts very slow. It's very cute, very flirty. All right. They bring you flowers. Okay. They pay for your meals. You guys go out for coffee. You go out on the town, you go to the beach, something like that. You go to movies. I'm seeing a lot of just like social events for you in July. Meeting new people, making new friends, dating people or something like that as well. So there could be an important movie that's coming out in July that you want to go see, or that you're going to go see, or a movie premiere. Some of you may be like on a red carpet in July. Wow, there's a lot this year for you, Virgo. Like a lot. Okay. Tell me about August for Virgo. We'll be moving into Virgo season in August. Tell me about August for Virgos. Nope. There we go. The World. Something's coming full circle in August. I'm also getting that you could be traveling the world in August. You could be getting an opportunity to travel the world. We talked about that, like world traveler this year. So some of you may be getting your passport, or renewing your passport, or your visa, or your green card. That could be significant. It'll happen in August. I'm also hearing someone's coming to visit you in August, or you're going to visit someone important in August. There's a visitor. Okay, it could be like from another part of the world. You may also be going to the doctor, or you may be becoming a doctor or a health care professional or something like that in August. I'm just seeing there could be like an important doctor's visit in August. And some of you are going to get to travel the world. Like you may need to get like a physical or something before you travel to this country, or you may need to get tested before you travel to this country or something like that. That could be happening in August. Okay, but I'm seeing like traveling the world, and I'm also seeing the end of a cycle in August, right? It's the end of like your like year, because we're coming to your solar return. Okay, so a lot of closure, a lot of like endings for you in August, which is a good thing because it's opening you up to new beginnings. All right, I feel like you will be completing a chapter. Okay, you may even be writing another book in August or something like that, or finishing like a series or finishing an album in August here. You may be dropping the album in August, still getting Song of the Year. So you may want to drop the album in August for some of you. You've been working on it all year. You've been working on it since at least May, because I feel like in May you're going to be just channeling lyrics, channeling messages, just channeling. Your mind is very open. Your third eye and your crown chakra are very open in May. And then I feel like you drop the album in August. Okay? I'm hearing you're going to be helping people around the world. You may be visiting like a third world country, going on like a mission trip or something like that. I was also hearing something about Africa, so you may be visiting Africa. Or maybe you're visiting Egypt, because I'm hearing that too in August. But it looks like August is a good month for you to do the traveling, especially if it's out of the country. And it's a good month for closure, wrapping up cycles, ending things. Completion, okay? Something will be like finished, come full circle in August. And I feel like it could be like the book, the album, something you've been working on. You'll be finished with it in August. All right, tell me about September for Virgos. Still in Virgo season for the first half. Tell me about September for my Virgos. Judgment. Something about February is going to come back around in September, because I'm hearing I got everything I wanted. I got everything I wanted. It's coming back around in September. Or you're getting everything you wanted times 2. I'm getting something about seeing double in September. I'm getting something about like a doppelganger in September. You're going to see someone who looks just like you, or you're going to meet someone who's just like you. They may look just like you, they may act just like you, they may talk just like you, they may do something just like you, okay? I'm also getting that you're going to be meeting an angel in the flesh in September, or someone's going to be meeting you and you're the angel in the flesh in September. It's important, okay? You could be starting the family in September as well. All right. I'm seeing like a child here. Could be significant. You could be having a second child, or getting pregnant with a second child, or someone around you is getting pregnant with a second child. The number 2 is going to be very important for you in September. Okay. I'm also seeing you winning an award, or you getting like praised in September for whatever you're releasing throughout the year, or whatever you're doing throughout the year. There's a lot of praise for you. They're like raising you up. And I feel like it has to do with for some of you with your music. This like French horn is here. So there could be something about France or learning French that's significant. Maybe you speak French, or you're going to be speaking French, or there's like something about France that's significant in September. Okay. I'm also getting something about health is going to be a focus for you in September. Your health is a priority. You're very healthy, but there's a focus on health. Okay. I am just getting something about like a second chance, or a resurrection, or a revival coming in September. And it feels like it happened in February, or something about deja vu. There's something about September you're like, I've already lived this before, I've already experienced this before, and you have. You're coming into connection with your higher self. I feel like your higher self is going to be celebrating with you in September, if that makes sense. You're going to be celebrating how far you've come. You're going to be celebrating life in September, and people are going to be celebrating you and like raising you up. I'm seeing like a bunch of people in a crowd, and you like crowd surfing, okay? Or like, you know those parades where they like have like 4 different men or 5 or 6 different men, and they're like carrying someone on like a, I don't know how to describe that to you, but you're being like lifted up in September. You're being carried. You're being celebrated. There may actually be a parade in your honor or something like that. Okay, or there's a parade that's significant in September. All right, let's move on to October. My legs are hurting a little bit now, so that could be significant. Make sure you're taking care of your legs, stretching, going for walks, going for runs, okay? Doing whatever you need, putting your legs up, elevating them. There could be something about your legs that's significant in September, okay? Tell me about October. October for Virgo. Knight of Cups. A lot of romance. A lot of love. I feel like October is a really good month for you to manifest love and for you to manifest your passions and to follow your passions. I'm also getting a lot of like creativity, okay, for you in October. Somebody's going to be committing to you full-time or long-term in October, the love of your life. October could be the month that you meet the love of your life for some of you. The Knight of Cups is very romantic. Also, it could be a proposal, so some of you are going to get proposed to in October. Wow. We're really like spilling the tea here, huh, Spirit? I'm also hearing something about tea is going to be significant for you in October, whether it's like information, that kind of tea that's significant. You could be the one spilling the tea. But also I'm getting like tea, like chamomile, flowers, right? Hibiscus as well is coming through. You may be drinking a lot of tea in October. Okay? But I'm hearing the one. You're the one. But also the one is here in October or something like that. Someone's proposing for someone. I'm getting like an offer, like a romantic proposal. Someone could be asking you to marry them. Somebody could be asking you to move in with them. Somebody could be asking you to be their boyfriend, girlfriend, right? Okay, I'm getting like an engagement or an engagement party. All right, that could be happening in October as well. You might be getting married in October. That could be when the date of the wedding is. Because remember, I was channeling something about like a wedding being an obstacle for some of you. October is when you'll have the wedding. So you have the whole year to plan for the wedding, Virgo, or something like that. Or maybe they propose to you in October, and then that's where like the stress comes in, but you'll be able to plan the wedding for 2024. I'm hearing you don't need to get married right away or something like that, or you don't need to move in with them right away. You can take your time. You can take a couple of months. Whoever this is, they're very understanding too. They're very understanding of your career. They're very understanding of your circumstances. They're very understanding of your apprehension. They're very understanding. They're willing to work with you or work around something with you. Whoever this person is, I'm getting something about birds. So this person could be like really connected to birds, or there's going to be a lot of birds around you in October. I'm getting like crows, ravens, but I was also seeing like eagles and hawks and falcons. So like all the birds. I'm just seeing birds. For some reason, this thing on his head looks like a bird to me. So there could be a significant bird feather that's significant. I said significant twice. But there could be an important bird feather that's significant that you find in October or something like that. Or just birds in general are significant in October. Okay, but I am seeing like a romantic proposal, romantic gesture. Okay, somebody wanting to take things to the next level with you in October in terms of love. All right, let's move on to November. The Two of Pentacles. The only card that's shown up in the reverse. All right, I think that's significant. So something's going to be flipped upside down in November. Okay, I'm hearing you're going to have to look at something backwards or look at something upside down. There could be another Mercury retrograde in October. And then things are like being flipped back around in November. Okay. Do not accept anybody back from your past in October, because that could be a possibility too. Somebody's trying to like come back in October here, but you've already cleared that cycle. I feel like it's just a test. All right, so be mindful of that in October. Again, please come back and listen to this reading multiple times. Feel free to take notes. Feel free to like write down each month and be like, this is what he said, this is what he said, this is what he said, and then check it off when it happens, because literally this is one of the most spot on accurate readings I feel like I have ever done. And I feel like that's also a message for you for November, but also for the year of 2023, is that you are going to be so spot on and so accurate that it's like crazy, but also crazy in the best way. Like you just know that you're talented. You just know it. Because I'm getting that some of you have the gift of claircognizance, which is the gift of knowing, right? You just know something's going to happen, or you just know something is the truth, okay? But with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm getting that you're being set free from something, being set free from like the dating world, because if somebody's proposing to you, you no longer have to worry about options. You no longer have to worry about dating, right? Or if somebody's getting engaged or somebody's like asking you to be their boyfriend or girlfriend, then you're no longer on the market anymore. So you're being set free from that, okay? It doesn't have to be love, but I just see that in the cards right now. I'm getting that November is a very like setting you free month, but things are going to be like a little upside down. So you're going to have to like turn something around, or turn something right or upside down, something upright. Okay, if that makes any sense. November is also Scorpio season, so here's more confusion for us, right? I'm getting look at something a different perspective, or look at something a different way in November, because something's not going to make sense unless you look at it a different way. So do something out of the ordinary in November. November is a good month for you to like face your fears and to do something you would have never done, or to do something a way that you would have never done. Okay, let's move on to the last month of the year for December. We have 2, and I will take 2 because they're already telling me about 2024. So you're going to get a lot of insight and information in December about 2024. We'll probably do another reading like this that'll give you all of this information again for 2024, but 10 of Swords. Put a knife in me, put a fork in me, I'm done. December is a month for you to, again, reflect. Close out the year, stop working, take that vacation, take that time off, right? Because the 10 of Swords is like the ending of something. So December is going to be the end of the year, right? The 10 of Swords doesn't always have to be bad, but I feel like there could be some like dark nights of the soul maybe in December. December is kind of like that for me. All right, so I'm kind of seeing like a lot of reflection, a lot of like deep dives in December. There's going to be snow for some of you in December. For some of you, you're going to be moving to a climate throughout the year in 2023, and you're going to experience snow in December. I'm going to say about the Pacific Northwest. So some of you could live there already, or you will be moving there in December, or moving there throughout the year, and you're going to experience snow. But I'm getting for some of you, you're going to experience snow for the first time in December. Okay, but December is the month that things are ending, the month that things are over, the month that things are done. You no longer have to carry those burdens. You no longer have to stress about something. You no longer have to carry that part of you, that version of you. So another month talking about completion to me, similar to August. Okay, it's important that you give yourself time to rest. You give yourself time to reflect. Okay, I'm hearing turn your pain into beauty in December, because December could be a little painful for you, but it feels like it's all internal. Okay, it feels like it's something that you're working through, something that you're battling. So take it easy on yourself and journal through it. Okay, or turn the pain into beauty, create something beautiful out of it. Yeah, I feel like December could be a good month for you to like work on a new book, to do the writing, or to create something again. Maybe you're working on a new album for 2024. Okay. But yeah, December is definitely going to be a month where you just like take time off again, or take some time off. You're not working, you're not selling anything, you're not really like doing things for other, you're really prioritizing yourself, your mindset, your health, because you need it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing for December. And then we're also seeing the 8 of Wands. Things will pick back up again for you, and January of 2024 will be great again. I feel like it's going to be even more of this Wheel of Fortune energy, like another brand new start, another brand new beginning, a lot more opportunities, a lot more communication. Wow. So that is what I'm seeing. Things are definitely good for you this year, Virgo. I really liked this reading. Please let me know if you enjoyed this reading. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, comment down below, save this to your watch later, save it to a playlist so that you can come back and listen to it. But that is what I have for you. So enjoy your year of 2023. Sorry, I got distracted because I wanted to pull time frame cards for you since I didn't. So hold on, we're not done yet. We'll give you a 50-minute reading because why not? Some of you could be turning 50 this year. All right. But I was just going to close it up. We're not going to, though. So let's get some time frame cards that are going to be significant for Virgo in 2023. I'm hearing something about launch date. Some of you are going to be launching something, releasing something this year. I'm hearing Song of the Year again, Book of the Year for some of you. Video of the year, creator of the year. You're being like given an opportunity to be the best because you are the best, is what I'm hearing. Don't doubt yourself. Remember that this Justice card could be an obstacle of like not feeling good enough, but you are deserving of all of this and more, right? You are deserving of so much love, so much success, so much adoration, so much growth, so much health, so much good karma. You deserve everything that's coming your way because you've earned it. Okay, that's important that you know that. You've earned it. Spirit wants to reward you for your hard work and give you rewards for a job well done. So don't get in your own way. Don't self-sabotage, okay? Some time frames for Virgo this year. The 18th. So that's the Moon card. So the Moon card, or the moon, is going to be significant for you this year. You may be connecting deeper to the moon, okay? Or there's something about facing your fears, okay? Or being in on some kind of secret, or keeping something a secret. Remember, we did talk about that. I do feel like the universe is letting you in on some kind of secret, but I also feel like there's something about 2023 that's like keep something a secret, or use the element of surprise to your advantage, because that'll get more people on board, or that'll be really exciting to everybody involved, or something like that. But like I said, I also feel like some things you do kind of have to keep to yourself, because you can't like let the cat out of the bag, metaphorically speaking, right? Especially if it's like a product or an album or a movie or just something that you're working on, manifesting, creating. Keep it to yourself until it's ready to go. All right, but your birthday could be on the 18th, or the 18th is going to be significant for some reason this year. Can I get some more? We're seeing next time. I don't really know what that is or why that's in here, but next time. Anything else? We're seeing Easter. So Easter is going to be significant for you this year. I am getting like a lot of resurrection, okay, and a lot of faith here. So I feel like Virgo 2.0 is happening this year. You're really coming into your own. You're really doing things for yourself, and you're really like in tune with yourself and your higher self. And then we're seeing February. Remember, I got everything I wanted. February is a really good month for you in terms of emotional fulfillment and in terms of getting the things that you want, okay? So that is what I have for you, Virgo. Sending you so much love always. Take care of your beautiful self. Stay hydrated, and I will see you next year. Bye.